Yo, welcome back to our channel everybody, it's Night Spectrum here. So for this video we're going to be taking a look at Gilgamesh whose potential I finally managed to fill up yesterday. I got his potential, so I went ahead and I transcended him, and we are going to be testing him in some PvP because by what I've heard he's really excellent in PvP, but with a little twist since we're going to be testing him with a newly released reforged CTP of Greed with the ambush passive, which gives him the ability to ignore enemies damage decrease by a certain percentage. So this can go up to a maximum of 35% on the mighty, and I don't really know how much it can go on the brilliant. I haven't done that research. So right now we have a stage 10 power of Angry Hulk. We don't have his artifact yet, I haven't pulled that. So we have a rank 4 time enhancement. All of his skills are maxed out. Doesn't have any audience spacing, but he has a lot of 6-star physical attack and HP auras. As for his stats, everything is pretty much capped. So I still have to work on his dodge and all that. I was thinking about switching his ISO set to Hawk's Eye so that he can benefit from an extra dodge percentage here, and with a vital ISO 8 which will give him more HP. So that will be a quest for another day. I'm gonna decide well on that when I rank up his uniform to mythic and I have the uniform options to tangle with. So yeah, so for this video we're gonna be playing him with this team, with this Molecule Man team, to reduce all opposing Colossuses to 0, and then with Cersei's buffs, who buffs all the Eternals with 30% attack and damage increase to Villain and damage decrease from Villain, which will be very useful against Dr. Doom. So yeah, so we are going to be testing Gilgamesh right now in timeline. So let's go pick up a few teams randomly here. We're going to be targeting the teams with Dooms, with Sentries, with Wolverine mainly, because those are the top PvP characters right now. And also Gilgamesh has the advantage of not being affected by Ebony Maw, since he isn't a universal, so it's like fighting only 2 characters, while Ebony Maw is just there being doing nothing at all. So let's see here how we perform against this Sentry lead and Doom team. Should be pretty interesting. So we're just gonna let Molecule Man die here, and then when it switches to Gilgamesh we're gonna be trying him out. So there we go, instantly one taps, and now his passive ambush is gonna trigger. Boom. Once you rip that damage reduction from Sentry, he can just one tap him. So yeah, there he was able to get the kill on Doom, but he died. That's because Dr. Doom did a lot of damage, a lot of ticking damage, and I think the CTP of Greed doesn't provide enough survivability. So for the PvE part, the CTP, it does great because it rips off their damage reduction, so you can just one-shot the enemy opposition, whoever it is, Sentry or Doom. But the heal is just 10%, and he doesn't get any shield like what a regen gives, right? So regen gives, like, you see, you get max HP and you get recovery rate increase and you get all these HP buffs, shield and all that. So I think Gilgamesh against Sentry, the CTP works pretty well, but against Dr. Doom, the Reforged Grid just doesn't give enough survivability. So let's fight this Sentry team. Yeah, this is a Sentry alone team. So yeah, so that's how I would say he does with a Grid. It's excellent against Sentry, but against Doom he just doesn't have enough healing, enough survivability as the regeneration CTP gives. So he can't really survive long enough to kill Dr. Doom, even if he does enough damage. So yeah, that's how I would say it is with Reforged Greed. It's excellent to counter Sentries and Wolverine and all that, but against Dr. Doom he won't survive long enough. Yeah. So there we're done with Sentry. Now we're just gonna let him clean up Ebony Maw and Colossus. And with his uni buffs, he doesn't have to worry about dying to Reflect against Colossus, since he reduces most of the damage he takes from physical reflex. So as you can see, against Sentry, it's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward to take down Sentry. So let's try to find a Wolverine team, because we haven't fought any Wolverine. So here we have a Silver Surfer, Gilgamesh, and Doom team. Let's just find that's an Eternal team. Pretty cool. So we're not seeing any Wolverines right now. So here we have a sort of defenders team. So let's see how Gilgamesh before Luke Cage can pop his awakening skill. So as you can see, we've agreed he does have there's some problems. It's not the perfect CTP for him, but it was a very fun experiment for me to do, because I wanted to see how he performs with so there we one tap Luke Cage. So that's how it's gonna go when you get everything perfectly. One tapped Jessica Jones, who isn't much of a PvP threat, and here I think we're gonna die to Blue Marvel. No, he survived, and yeah, now he died to Blue Marvel. So yeah, so we got debuffed by Blue Marvel, because Cersei's debuff wasn't working at the time, so we weren't able to get rid of Blue Marvel's debuffs. So yeah, that's a bit how Gilgamesh performs with a Reforged. Okay, so I was able to find this Sentry and Wolverine team. So let's see how our main Gilgamesh performs against this team. Should be pretty interesting. So we take care of Sentry there. Now we're just gonna bait his 5th, if he even goes into it. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I think the fact that he can't survive long enough with the Reforged Greed is what is holding him back. So yeah, maybe a regen might end up being a better option for him. We don't know, we have to do more testing to see. So yeah, this is a bit how Gilgamesh performs with a Reforged Greed in PvP. So I'm not much of a PvP player, standard disclaimer obviously. But I just wanted to do this fun experiment to see how a Mighty Greed performs, and especially on one of the newly hot, newly released characters like Gilgamesh. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments about how you feel about Gilgamesh and a Reforged CTP of Greed, and I'll see you guys very soon. Stay safe and take care.